What is going on, everybody? James with Urban Bass Slayers. We are out here, the dirtiest pond in town, Tanzanite pond, and the water looks really low here. I mean, I've tried to keep this place so many times, and like, if you come out here and fish this place and you do this, just why? Like, I mean, really? All this stuff, like, you need all this stuff to try to catch fish, but then you just throw it all on the freaking ground. What's wrong with you people, man? You don't take care of these places, they're just gonna go away, man. It's the problem. Everybody just comes out here and they bucket fish these places, and they take all the fish, they trash it up, and then they wonder why there's nowhere to fish around Sacramento. They wonder why private property spots always get shut down, and they wonder why all the good fishing holes end up becoming private property, is because people do crap like this. They just trash the crap out of the place. I know a lot of times it's kids that come out here, but I also know, because I see it a lot of times, there's a lot of adults that come out here, and you should be better than that, and you should be showing the kids around you to not be trashy and trash the crap out of where you live. I mean, the old saying, the old adage is, you don't shit where you live, you don't shit where you eat. And it's kind of sad. I have people that I talk to that used to like fishing this place, and they don't even come out here anymore. They say it's so trashy. And like with Devin, I can't even get him to come out here and fish it because I mean, look at this place. It's fucking garbage. It's disgusting. Clean up after yourself. That's why California's becoming a freaking third world country, is because people fucking don't clean up after themselves. You need to vote and clean up after yourselves. Two most important things in this world. I'm gonna go catch fish. Urban Bass Slayers. Throw this guy around today and see if I can catch something on him. The sun was out and it just went away. Man, this water's way low. Usually cast from up here, but water's usually up right where I'm standing. All right, so now it is cold out here. It's the beginning of the year, and these fish are going to be lethargic. So the thing I'm going to be doing with this crankbait is throwing it out there, running it fast and getting it down, and then pausing it and letting it rise up a little bit. Get a lot of bites that way out here. Woo, Tanzanite fishing. Look at that one. I guess you can say I'm trash fishing. Cycles. Man, this place changes every year. I came in to cut this tree up. Good. Right, everyone, so throwing this crankbait for a little bit, and I don't know, I should probably have a deep diver on. I should probably have a swim bait on. I was even thinking about a spinner bait. I don't know, it's kind of tough right now. It's really cold. I think what I should have done is I should have started off way back over in that corner, going the other way and throwing soft plastics along that side, on that side in the back over there where all the there's all kinds of weeds and stuff in that back pocket. Everything gets covered over back there, and then the basket down in along those sides, along that grass and the reeds over there. Caught a few over there when it's really tough. Thinking about throwing on soft plastic, but I don't know. And no, it's kind of weird today. Just gonna keep throwing this crankbait for a little while. It's warming up, so hopefully the fish will get active. I don't know, we'll have to see. What was that stuff when I was making my bait? Could have used that for the side of my garbage bait. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get on these fish, man. Tough day. Alright guys, so out here at this park trying to catch fish, and I just had a little epiphany here. I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, I was out here on my raft, and I was on this very point right here, but I was out on the water on my raft, and I hadn't caught a fish, and I switched out to a spinner bait, and I started throwing it out this way right by those trees right there, and I caught one on the spinner. I think what I'm going to do here is put the spinner bait on and get it way down on the bottom and just slow roll that thing. I just think this crankbait's, it's up too high and it's not where they want it. I might even have to slow down to a soft plastic. We'll see here. I'm gonna switch out, try to get one. That sucked. Okay. Tied my jig on first cast, I got bit. It snapped me off. Okay. Ready here. Another switch. Put on one of these Do It Molds crawdads at a hand board. It's got that bluish color. I noticed a lot of the crawdads that were on the ground the last couple weeks, they get that bluish tint in the wintertime right before they turn bright red. So I'm thinking a little bit of that. If that don't work, I have some that are like dark color with some red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pitching this around the trees. I'm probably going to go hit the trees over there, and then way back over in that corner there's some stuff over there that I think is worth hitting. Fish are lethargic, man. It's hard to get them to bite. If I had my raft and a fish finder, I could find them and then I could target them, but fishing this way, you have to come out and you have to figure out a pattern, and it makes you a better fisherman, I think. Not having a boat and not being able to do a lot of stuff that other people that are just like born into that, their dad has a boat, or all their uncles fish, and everybody has fishing gear and all that stuff, so they just get it all handed down. Like, I'm out here with one pole and no navigation, none of that stuff. So when we start tournament fishing, all that's going to be new to me. But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to have an edge on people because I'm smarter without using the technology. So I'm just going to have a better thought process of figuring out where fish are without using electronics. Anyways, catch some fish. Try to catch fish. Still haven't caught a fish this year. All right, guys. See how all the wind has blown all this stuff over here? And my theory on all that is that the water that is getting warm from the sun is all on the top, and it has now all blown over into this corner. As seen on other people's videos, when they do have the fish finders and the stuff to tell the temperature in the water, that a lot of times when it blows over in a spot like this, it's where they're going to be at. Should probably just put a Senko on. Tanzanite fishing. Coming in my second bag today. Fun part of shore fishing. These kind of spots. Try to make it around here without falling in or getting cut up. Or slipping on your butt. scared. He's like, I am warming up, leave me alone. Took me a long time to get up here. Little turtles in here all the time. Pretty cool. Usually not that big by this time of year. It was around March when I started seeing the baby turtles last year. I think the spawn's gonna come early this year. Let's figure out something new. I think I just figured out something new here. Alright, check this out. So, put on this chatterbait and I turned the Senko sideways, and what the Senko's doing is it's turning like this, and it's actually planing this guy up top water, which would be awesome a couple weeks from now when it warms up. I don't want that happening. I don't have any of my trailers. I left my trailers at home, so I had to stick a Senko on here. It's not really got any action on it. So I've actually been looking on the ground around here for a curly tail, and there was one on the other side over there. I should have grabbed it. It was almost brand new too. Oh, you know what I do have? People always throw stuff on the ground around here. I don't know if that looks good. I'm gonna use that guy for a trailer. Got those little beaver feet. So people take these things and they just take them off and throw them on the ground. You can reuse these for all kinds of stuff, man. You're really just kicking yourself. You're just throwing them away. You're just wasting your money. You can reuse Senkos and all these things a ton of times. Look at that. Nice little trailer there for my chatterbait. Somebody threw that on the ground. Oh yeah, that's way better. So utilize what you have around you. Sometimes you forget your stuff at home, or you pack the wrong bag. I grabbed the wrong box, so all my other stuff that I was gonna bring some swim baits and stuff, and I was in a rush to get out here to fish because it was nice out. Anyways, I gotta chop this mop off. It's gonna get hot out here. Urban bass layers out here trying to get one, man. Struggling. I've stood on this stump about 1,000 times. I just stood on it. I didn't have my camera on. I went for a little ride there. Almost fell on my butt. So watch out, because all the trees out here are fallen and jacked up, man. Every one of these trees out here at this pond is dead. All the trees that were on that island are dead, and even the big trees down here, they're all falling in the water. Like, this place is jacked. The city needs to do something with this place, man. Sad. Such a great place, and they just Leave it to be trashed. You're good. I didn't notice you there.
Me either until I saw the plop. I was like, oh.
It's crazy. All these trees are just dying. And
I know, it's wild. That is fucking crazy.
all the ones on the island too. I know last year there was like still 3 of them there, and now they're all gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a matter of time before that one fucking drops.
Yeah, really. Don't have a bridge across.
Well, this water, I mean, if you just put on some waders or some boots, I mean, this water, based on the topographic map, is not that deep. It's like...
Nah, it's not.
It's only like maybe, I think like maybe 2 feet.
I've floated it before.
Okay.
It gets like 5 feet at the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I fished all up and down all day today. Crankbaits, worms, spinnerbait, chatterbait.
Yeah.
Everything. Haven't got a bite.
That guy over there, he rolled up. He's got like 4 poles, and it looked like he was working something on the bottom slow, like a Texas rig.
Yeah.
And he got like a little
tiny one.
guy, but
yeah,
better than nothing. I'm still not on any fish for this year.
Same. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I have a couple private spots I get to go fish, but we haven't been able to get up there.
Yeah.
It's so muddy, the guy won't let us go because he's rebuilding all of his roads. It's up in Placerville, but like, sucks. Can't get up there.
Yeah. I even went out to the Deepwater Channel to try to get on some striper, and
yeah, that place is fun.
Nothing.
Dang.
Nothing. Just dead as dead can be.
Yeah, I left my other box on with all my drop shot stuff in it, so I'm like...
Well, guess what? It ain't working.
Right?
I mean, at least it's not working for me.
Man, yeah. I had a buddy that I used to fish with here. We would always come together, but he moved back to North Carolina, and I would always fish like something fast, and he would fish something slow, and we'd figure out what they wanted, and then now I'm by myself just trying to figure it out.
It's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Tanzanite can be brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's days where like you're just like on fire, and then the fish get all wise, and then they just don't even give a shit anymore. But yeah, right over there is where a lot of bluegill hold up.
Yeah.
And so that's where I saw some small blow-ups over there, but usually, I mean, right around this ridge and right over there is usually where like a lot of the catches.
Yeah.
I've caught a few things back in there, but for the most part, nah.
Yeah.
It's just not the juice.
I figured this spot would be better because the wind's blowing, making it colder, and this is just kind of all calm. Maybe it's warmer.
Well, I mean, this area right here, because there's a lot more. It's a lot. I mean, obviously the bottleneck, but because it's a little bit. I mean, the water's really not that cold. That's a funny thing about like this area here. Yeah, like right now it's 61 degrees, and I don't know what the water is, but it doesn't really. I remember last year, it was like almost like 68, 70 degrees, like during winter, which is like ridiculous. But I don't know.
That's why I like the small ponds. They seem to stay warmer a little.
Well, they have their own ecosystem. Like the whole the spawn here happens weird.
Yeah.
And I swear, I think there was like a double spawn.
Possibly.
Because I saw like little fucking little fry last year, and it was just like, what the fuck? It's, you know, what was it? I think it was like May.
Yeah.
Like that's totally after the fact.
Yeah.
So yeah, this place is weird. I think it's all the trash.
That too.
It's all the pollutants.
I've tried to clean this place so many times, and I come back and there's more suitcases with. It's like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah. Yep. There's some choice people. It's my friend Lucy right there.
Right on, right on. Nice to meet you. James, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
One time, who was it, Lucy? Was it you or me? Somebody pulled a fucking diaper out. Was it me? Yeah, I pulled a diaper out. You pulled out like a pair of jeans or something. Yeah, so garbage. So garbage.
Here, I'll give you a couple of these guys. I got a YouTube page.
Oh, nice. Well, I see Urban Bass Layers up on the old fish brainer.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff going on the YouTube. I'm at like 950 subscribers. I got to be 1,000 to get monetized.
Really, 1,000? That's a hefty amount, but I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Took a while. It took me like 3 or 4 years to get to a point, and then last year I got 500 subscribers in 1 year, so that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Most of the videos are like around here and the ponds around here, and then the auto auction pond out there. A bunch of different ones, but yeah, I don't know, fun stuff.
Well, I'll give you a subscription. I'll give you a subscribe, dude.
Right on.
I'll give you a subscribe. I'll go check it out. Like I said, I see you and oh my God, what's his name? Devin?
Yeah, that's my buddy, my coworker, but we just both quit our other job, so.
Oh wow. Got to get the YouTube channel going.
That's, yeah. I make more money sitting on my ass. I mean, the last 3 months of work, we worked like, I think a total like 16 hours. I can't do that. I make more money sitting on my ass, and I did. I made more money just doing my own thing. Yeah. So I paint baits and make baits and stuff like that too. So.
Okay, right on. That's awesome. You're keeping it going.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot I brought all these. I was like, I got to start bringing this stuff out because I have a whole box of stuff just sitting there. Where'd they go? Oh, some Senkos. I make a bunch of those.
Oh, nice.
A lot of them I make, they're all did I leave that at home? I use a lot of the recycle I find on the ground. I just recycle them.
Well, coming to this place you could. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Where did they put those? Oh, there. Couple baits I painted. I find these on the ground and I repaint them. Top water and a hoodless.
Oh, right on. That's super
They're
cool.
kind of the older paint jobs. The newer stuff I'm working on. I was gonna throw this guy today, but newer stuff I'm working on.
Oh yeah, that looks like a freaking juicy one right there.
See? Yeah,
I
started out with like the wild colors, and then I started looking at other people's stuff, and my buddy's like, man, can you do more realistic?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Well,
keep them.
Oh wow.
I got bags and bags of them at home.
Yeah, nice, awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. I have a bunch of friends that like I've met on Instagram and stuff, and this one guy brought me, it was like 2 giant Ziploc bags of old plastic, so I still have all that I still got to get in the bait room and
honestly,
make it all.
that could be your angle, dude. Like one of your things that like you do is like, I not upsell, but what's it called? When you take something and you breathe new life into it.
Yeah, just
what the fuck is that called? Lucy,
repurpose.
Called? Like
Repurposing, recycling.
When you, it's not, yeah, it's like recycling, but when you take like say like a garment, like say from like a thrift store, and then you like you turn it around and you make it into something good. What's that term? Nah,
yeah,
it's something like that. I'll have to ask my daughter. She's all about that, but that could be like an angle for you. You know what I mean? Like a whole section.
It's kind of how it started. It was just like finding lures out here and repainting them, and then making stuff how I wanted it.
Well, you definitely have an unlimited supply of shit out here, that's for sure.
I have a few of my own baits down in the bottom there somewhere.
Oh, God, I think we all do. In fact, it was kind of a running joke. It's like if I didn't like at least, lose at least one lure, I wasn't going to catch a fish. So
yeah. I fished this place for 2 years before I caught a fish out of it.
Really?
Yep. And I came here and just fished the shit out of it and just never caught them, and then all of a sudden we came and just figured them out.
Yeah.
So they like reaction.
Yeah. I'm that way with Mather Lake? Yeah. I haven't caught shit out of Mather Lake.
Go there during the spawn. This year during the spawn,
yeah, I
caught a 4.5 and a 5.5, and then my buddy was working on an 8, and then our friend went the next day and caught it. But
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they get, if you go where the dock is and you walk along the thing, the little the dam part, and you go around to the back, right back in there, you'll see beds like every 10 feet, and they're just big ass bass on there. Just use a drop shot and just throw it.
Piss them off and get them going. Yeah, I like it. Maybe that'll be it. Camden Lake also in Elk Grove. like owned my ass for like such a long time, and then finally this past November, December, I was able to actually like get one.
Yeah.
And my buddy who was out there, he was like, oh, I caught 10. I'm like, all right, sure, whatever. But, I mean, he probably did.
Yeah. Right on, right on. Nice meeting you. Nice talking to you.
Bumping into you, man.
Yep. I'll probably see you again out here.
I'll help the cause. I'll go ahead and I'll subscribe today.
Right on, right on. Thanks, man. Good luck. These fish need to wake up. Need to wake them up. Oh boy. What a rough day, man. I'm trying everything, and the sun just came out for a little bit, and then the clouds came back over, so we had this nice sunny sky for a minute. The clouds came back over, but it could be a good thing. Sometimes the fish will start to eat a lot more when the clouds come over. There's a guy down at the other end, caught two little dinks on drop shot. Left my drop shot stuff at home, so I'm just gonna be throwing this guy. Found this guy out here, so I figured I would try it out here. Anyway, it's like a really flat-sided crank, and it dives pretty deep, and it's just got a little tiny knocker in it. I've caught a bunch of fish on this out here before. Try to do it again.